Welcome back to the Buds in the Box podcast. Guys, we are back off of our hiatus and we're officially coming back. Hopefully to do the rest of the 82 games left in the season, or finish the 82 games, and hopefully some playoff action too. Wasn't looking good at the start of the season, but here we are. And this was the perfect game to come back to as the Leafs win 4-0 against the Vegas Golden Knights at home. Jack Campbell with a 26 save shutout. And unfortunately, we do not have Jude today. Our schedules have been, colliding a lot, and it's not been working out, but we're going to try our best here. And yeah, we're officially back. And a few more announcements. Make sure you guys check out our sponsors down below. The People's Cup, use code BUDS20, and same with manscaped.com. Also, we are going to be doing our jersey giveaway. I know we kept saying it, but we're going to do the last one probably next episode when all three boys are here. Other than that, let's get into the first period. I had a few notes, starting off with that early break. You saw the early break that Nylander had. Nice pass from Matthews. And then he was robbed by Leonard. A few rebounds, but nothing there. Nylander, Matthews, and Bunting was absolutely buzzing tonight. And I even wrote before this, Nylander wants a goal. I know you said, didn't you mention something about Austin Matthews getting 2 goals?
I said before the game that Matthews would get 2 goals, yeah.
Yep. Well,
maybe you won't believe me. You don't have to believe me, but I did say it to one of my roommates. So
yeah, it wasn't in our group chat. We say a lot of hot takes in our group chat, and then if they happen, we show it here.
Yeah.
Great offensive pressure in the first period, and then finally something cracks. We all thought it was going to be Matthews, Nylander, and Bunting, but it's actually Marner from Tavares and Kerfoot. Unbelievable goal by Marner. I mean, what a way to come back, Felly. I see you're itching to speak on this goal.
Oh yeah, I'm itching right now. No, I was just like, that was nasty. Like, I don't know. That was pretty. That was Marner for you, right? We've been missing that side of Marner. We haven't seen it at all this year. We didn't see it in the playoffs. So it's nice to see him do something magical like he usually, like Magic Mitch usually does.
Magic,
right? Mitch. So to see him back in his old sort of ways is nice.
Yeah. 2 notes that I actually forgot to mention before the game. This is actually a very injured Vegas team. I don't know if you noticed that they mentioned it about 1,000 times in the broadcast. They're missing Tuck, Carlson, who was just injured like last night, Stone, and Pacioretty. So that's basically like missing Matthews, Tavares, Marner, and Nylander. So it's a very weak Vegas team, but it still feels good to get this win in that fashion. Amadio was actually playing for them tonight. I noticed him a bunch. Did you notice him?
I did, yeah. I thought I feel like always the case is that when someone is on the Leafs, they suck. Unless you're like a top player, and then they go to a different team, or like someone struggles, like when they're on the Leafs, they go to a different team and they're like immediately really good. Not really good, but like better or more noticeable. Maybe it's just because he was in a bigger role. Yeah, but I definitely thought he was noticeable. I didn't like him on the Leafs. I thought he was pretty bad, actually. So
yeah, it was just a weird thing to just see him on their fourth line, and then like eventually they didn't need him when Matthews got back. Who knows? Maybe Richie's next to the waivers. Who knows?
That's a big contract to go to the waivers, though.
True.
Not big, but 1.5 million is still. And he's a good player. He's just having a weak start. You can't determine a player after 8 games.
Yeah, you're right.
If you just looked at the stats after 10 games, and saw that Marner only has a goal and an assist, you'd be like, oh, he sucks. True. Right? But you got to wait, 20, 30 games. If he still has a goal and an assist in like 20 games, then you have to worry. But he got a goal and 2 assists tonight. So I don't,
That's wait, did he have 2 assists?
Yeah, 2 assists.
Oh, damn. I didn't even know. I thought
he assisted Matthews on the power play. He gave it to Nylander. Nylander gave it to Matthews. Yeah. And then he had another one. I can't remember which. I think it was on the 4th goal he might have had one.
4th goal. No,
Who
it
was
was
it?
Bunting and Brody.
Hmm. Oh,
Yeah, I think
Bunting.
only
No, I
have.
don't think they gave it to Bunting though.
Oh, they might. No, because it was his stretch pass.
I don't know. Let's see. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check for reference. But moving on to the next
Just
point.
yeah.
Final point of the first period. The Leafs just completely dominated that first period. I also get the shots here. It was 13-4 in the first period. So that's complete domination. He did have 2 assists.
Yeah, it says Marner got both Matthews assists.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Nylander for Matthews' second goal.
There you go. Yeah.
Moving on to the second period. Right off the bat, Leonard robs Riley and Tavares on the power play. Also, Martinez got a stick in there for Tavares had a complete open net. What a save by Leonard.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Leonard kept Vegas in this game the whole time. This game could have been 10-0 if Leonard
But
was
why
on.
Leonard?
How do you say it?
Leonard.
Leonard. That's what I've been saying.
You said Leonard.
Sorry.
Like Kawhi.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Well, Kawhi was keeping them in this game.
You got a Raptors jersey back there?
I do. DeMar DeRozan.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, my dad won it at a contest. At like a.
Oh really? I've seen the Lonzo one.
Oh yeah,
Lonzo the UCLA one. But I don't think I've seen the Raptors one. Yeah.
But yeah, Kawhi Leonard robs Riley and Tavares.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing last year for the Leafs was it's like, okay, you put the first line out there, Matthews, Marner, Hyman, they don't get a goal. It's like, oh, thank God we stopped them from getting a goal. Then you have that second punch, the 1-2 Mayweather, right? That just gets you. And it's Tavares, Nylander, and last year was, I don't know who was on that line.
It switched a lot, but to start, it was like VC, and then it was Mikheyev, then it was Kerfoot.
Yeah, it was weird. Whatever. That line put on all the pressure. Then you put on Matthews, Nylander. Actually, that was the power play goal. Sorry, my bad. But it was a perfect power play there. Yeah. Perfect setup. No chance for Robert Leonard. I mean, Nylander just drew everybody in.
Who?
Nylander.
Robert Leonard? Who are you talking about? You mean Robin Leonard?
Sorry. You know what? I did that yesterday. I searched up Robert Leonard.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is nothing coming up? And I'm like, oh, it's Robin Leonard.
Yeah.
Whatever. Moving on.
It's okay. You just say Kawhi Leonard now.
Okay.
Just call him Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. No chance for Robin. He didn't do any Robin there.
Wow. Wow, good one.
But Matthews gets that power play goal. Leafs looked back in form. Second game in a row with a power play goal. Nylander and Marner with the assist. Nylander just drew everyone in and then passed it out to Matthews. And Tavares with that little screen just enough to put that puck right in the back of the net. No chance for Robin Leonard.
Yeah, I think Tavares is so overhated, underrated right now. Like he's doing well. Like I think before this game he was leading the team in points. Well, I know he was, but after the game I'm not sure. But before the game he was definitely leading the team in points, and he's having a decent year, So yeah, I think people are overlooking the fact that he's still an amazing hockey player,
Yeah, well, one of the things that a lot of people do overlook and hate on sometimes is they see a player put up Tavares is, I'd say he's a point per game player. Like if he gets under a point per game, it's kind of like a disappointing season. He has really high expectations, but sometimes it's those players that don't get points and they're doing the right things at the right time on the ice that really put your team ahead. It's a lot of times the small things, and he didn't get a point tonight, I don't think, but he was playing well all game. That he had a lot of chances. He helped his teammates get a lot of chances, and they won. And he played well defensively. So as long as he keeps doing that, I'm gonna be happy all day.
Yeah, I mean, like for any player in the NHL to get over like 70 points, it's pretty good,
Yeah.
Like just under a point a game is pretty still really good, right? So you don't have to be getting that point a game to be considered a great player in the NHL. He's still an amazing player. in the NHL. And also remember, it is the NHL. It's the best players from the entire world in one place, right? So if you're able to do what they're doing, it's like a lot of us just sit here and we're like, he sucks, or like, whatever. But they are doing something that's really, really hard to do. Skate at high speeds and play against the other best players in the world. So
Yeah. Speaking of people sucking, how do you feel about Andre Kasha?
Oh yeah, Kasha actually. I noticed something this game. Like I was just watching like some specifics. Like he's so fast. Like I saw him a few times just get breaks. Like he's always on 2-on-1s.
Yeah.
Or he's always on odd man rushes or like getting half breakaways or like whatever. But you never see him score really.
Yeah, he's the new.
But he's always on those fast breaks. He reminds me of Mikheyev.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Mikheyev, if there was like a copy paste per player, like Mikheyev and Kasha just shoot different ways, but they're basically the same person.
Yeah.
The same player. They play the same way defensively. They're both really fast, but they don't have finish.
Yeah, and the one thing I noticed about Kasha tonight was he was getting destroyed. Like every other time he would make a play. Like there was one play I think he got the puck across the ice, nice saucer pass, then got crushed, like creamed by Vegas. To be fair though, Vegas is a very physical team and they couldn't score, so obviously they're gonna play physical. But I don't know. I thought I noticed that. I don't know how. I think he has like a few points this season. We'll see. We'll see. He's on the third line with a defensive centerman.
Kasha, I think he has 1 goal.
Yeah,
and that's
something like that. But yeah, we'll see that third line is really great defensively. Other than against Pittsburgh,
they're a shutdown line.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can have one bad game. Pittsburgh was just don't want to talk about that game. But like when there's a shutdown line, they're a shutdown line. They can score the odd goal here and there, but like at the end of the day, if they're doing their job, right? So shutting down, then yeah.
Well, speaking of shutting down, I'm just so smooth with these transitions today.
Nice.
Leafs penalty kill was very, very good today. Although, again, on the contrary to that, Vegas's power play has been struggling. They have not gotten a power play goal this year compared to the Leafs, who have gotten like 5. And honestly, their penalty kill was like better than Vegas's power play. They got more chances than them both times in the second period, which I thought was honestly, you could have seen the momentum changing there. That could have been a huge part of the game if Vegas could have popped one and made that 2-1. But obviously, Toronto outplayed them there, and then the momentum shifts more to their side. 19 minutes in, with 45 seconds left, Matthews scores his second goal of the game off his, I think it was Riley's rebound. Riley and Nylander ended up getting that assist, just pokes it by Leonard in front of the net. Not a typical Matthews goal, but he'll take it.
Leonard didn't look great on that.
Yeah.
No. Kawhi, he didn't look very good, but yeah. No, it went off the crossbar. I thought it went in initially.
Oh, really?
I thought it went off the back bar.
I thought it just like the Matthews
second goal. The third goal of the game.
I think it was just like Riley put it on net and then Matthews just got the rebound.
No, he got the rebound and went off the crossbar.
Oh, okay.
Hit Leonard in the back and then went in.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it didn't go off the back bar.
Okay.
Which I thought it did, but
yeah, there was a lot of close chances that the Leafs could have had. But Leonard did play really well tonight, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And then third period, I just basically wrote down all they have to do is keep this 3-0 lead, and they're good because we know the Leafs like to blow their leads sometimes, and it was a close one against Detroit the other day. So just to see them finish this out was I'm a really proud dad of them.
Yeah, proud dad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they've played pretty well in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
They've obviously won all 3, but I think they've just been having good hockey games.
A trend though, they have started playing good since Justin Hall has been out. Do you think that has any effect?
Yes, I do. do not like Justin Hall right now. I think he's not playing well. He hasn't been playing well, and obviously he was not helping the team in any way. But I want to actually ask you. I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the Lilligren and Sandin pairing?
I honestly didn't mind it. I felt
Like
like
it.
Dermot was making most of the mistakes out there, like he usually does. He's still getting into it. I don't know what's down the line for him. He sign a contract last year?
Yeah, it's like 2 years, I think.
Yeah, he's okay. I saw one clip and Ray Ferraro was like he just gets too fancy with it, and or maybe it was
Pretty mediocre. Yeah, like
yeah, he's okay. He's a solid bottom six
he's a
defenseman.
solid bottom pair. I don't know what he's doing playing with Riley actually.
Was he actually?
Yeah, wasn't he?
I honestly didn't pay it. I just noticed Lilligren
Yeah,
and
it was Muzzin and Brody. It was Muzzin and Brody and Riley and Dermot. Sandine Lilligren.
maybe that works out for them. I don't know.
I would like to see. Well, I guess Lilligren's a pretty offensive minded. So is Sandine. So
yeah.
but I mean, maybe putting Dermot with Sandine and putting Lilligren with Riley, that would be cool. Because Lilligren's that right-handed shot. So
Yeah. -3 chem on franchise mode though.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, defense played well. Brody got an assist on his final goal. Throughout this season, the defense haven't been playing great. I don't think the defense actually have a goal. Oh, Muzzin scored the other day, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and that was the first defensive goal by the Leafs. So, and if they haven't been playing well defensively, you know,
Yeah, they're not
that's
doing
obviously
much
not a
then.
good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully something works out. We're gonna panic. A lot of Leafs fans panicked at the start when they're like 2-4-1. I mean, the Leafs are gonna be fine. It is a tough division, but like some of the teams are starting to like, you know, wheeze out of the race. Like I guarantee you, Detroit's gonna fall out of the race. Buffalo will soon, and Boston, I think, will definitely. Boston and Ottawa.
I
Definitely
agree. Yeah. It's so early in the season. Like teams go on like 10-game stretches where they'll win half the games. That doesn't mean they're just because like if a team has 5 wins right now, like the Leafs, for example, if a team has 5 wins right now, they're basically in the top of the, they're in like the race. If you don't have a losing record right now, if you're 500 or a bit better from an overtime loss or whatever, then like it looks like you're doing well in the standings. But like any team can really win like half their games and not be in the race, right? You kind of in hockey, you have to be better than 500 to be doing well in the division. So it's just because they've only played 10 games, right? There's still a lot. There's still 72 games to go.
Yeah, I think an interesting stat to show that is I think in 2018 Buffalo was 17-8-2, first place in the league, and then obviously we know what happens after that.
Yeah.
So that's just how quickly a team can fall. And like, just because you have a good start to the season doesn't mean you will finish strong in the season or even make the playoffs like Buffalo.
Exactly.
But I think the Leafs will be okay. There's nothing to worry about as of now. They're playing better, yada, yada, yada. 3 minutes in to the third period, Nylander finishes the game off, scoring. And like I said, when I wrote down at the start of the period, Nylander was so hungry for a goal, and I'm so glad he got it. From Bunting and Brody. Bunting chips it off the boards. Brody chipped it off the boards. Bunting cross ice past Nylander, and Nylander just knew he was beating Martinez right over the pad of Robin Lehner. And yeah, that's it. I mean, after that, Tavares, Kerfoot, and Marner line right near the end. Did you notice them buzzing a lot?
Yeah, I mean, they were buzzing the whole game though.
Yeah, but there was that one shift, like 6 minutes left. They just kept pounding.
Yeah.
And then Leafs slowed down a bit near the end. They were doubling their shots at one point. It was 14-28, and then Vegas like kind of caught up. Ended up with 26 shots, but I'll take that for Campbell's save percentage because I think even after that Pittsburgh game, he's still a top 5 goalie for the Vezina. But so was Freddie Anderson at this time last year. So
that's true. Like I said, when a player leaves the Leafs, For some reason, like think about it. Barry leaves, then the very next year he does amazing.
Okay, but these are very different situations because Barry's a power play guy, and he's going on a power play with McDavid,
Okay, obviously, but you get
Draisaitl.
the gist though. Like the gist is when a player is like for some reason, it just feels like that. I think as a Leafs fan, like when you see someone
Yeah.
that was on the Leafs that didn't do great, go to a different team and like blossom. Especially Anderson. What he's like 7-0-0, and he's got like an unreal save percentage.
Okay, but you look at Nedeljkovic. He played really well last year on that team because Mrazek was injured half the season, and then you put Nedeljkovic on the Red Wings, and he does like way worse, like significant drop off. And then when you put
Carolina's a good
Anderson
defensive
there,
team.
they are.
So yeah.
They lost
Any
Hamilton.
goalie is going to do better on a defensive team, obviously. The
Yeah,
Leafs give more up.
they do. They do.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that about
All right.
wraps us up. Did you have any final
No.
statements?
No. We'll get back into these podcasts though. We've been off for a bit. Everyone's been doing a lot, schoolwork and work and whatever. So we'll try and get, I don't think we will be able to do every game like we did last year. Last year we were all at home and nothing was going on.
True.
From December to March or whenever, from December to like June, July when the season was ending.
Yeah.
So from that span last year, we were all at home because of COVID doing nothing. Now things are open. We're all kind of doing things every day. So, but we will try and get back into it on a more daily basis, at least a couple times a week basis. So
Yeah.
a long stretch like this won't happen again, where we won't make a video for a while, but we'll definitely make some, couple a week at least.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully after every Leafs game. Just a few things to end on. Make sure you guys go follow all of our social media. We post on Instagram. And we also we have TikTok. Make sure you guys go check out our TikTok. We have 25K on TikTok. We post pretty funny videos, I think. So
yeah.
make sure
Yeah, what was it today?
it
Was a really good one today, actually.
Yeah, Caulfield for Calder.
Oh yeah, Caulfield for Calder.
Yeah.
That's rubbish. It's not happening.
Yeah. All right. And that'll about do it. So make sure you guys go check out our sponsors as well. This has been the Buds in the Box. We are officially back, and bye for now.